On guys, Chris with Deskhaus. Happy Sunday. We just wrapped up that Tyrese Halliburton video and we are back to our regularly scheduled program, and that is the Flexispot E7 Plus. We're going to be comparing it against our Peak Pro. This is the dual stage high version or extended range high. We do offer a low version that goes down to 23 inches. So one of the first visible things you're going to notice is ours does go a little bit lower. Theirs does ultimately go up about a half inch taller. But the big key thing is, guys, most people actually need a desk, not even standing though, they need a desk that goes below like 29 inches. You know, when you buy just a fixed height desk, most of the time those are not the right ergonomic height for you to be sitting at. So that said, like, while a lot of people get a benefit from standing, one of the best benefits of a standing desk, if it allows you to go that low, is getting one down to, 23, 24, 25 inches tall. That said, you can get that with us. You can't get that with this model. Now, in our previous video, we just talked about, pricing and whatnot, and they offer this, just the frame, for like $550 on a flash sale, but their flash sales tend to run 24/7, 365. So I don't know, don't be like, oh, I gotta buy it today because of the sale. It's most likely gonna be there tomorrow. That said, a 30 by 60 rubberwood top with this setup is about $850. That's at least what we paid. Right now, guys, our Peak Pro with our rubberwood special is $785. So everyone's always saying it's more money, but especially if you take advantage of that combo sale, it's actually less money. But even if you just buy, this is a $785 frame, this is a $550 frame. Not only like our previous video where we mentioned the thickness of the feet, there's a lot of things that are gonna add to increased stability. But like the most basic thing is this is a 2-motor system. So it's 4 legs, 2 motors. Ours is a 4-motor system. Every column has a motor enclosed inside the column, safe out of the way. Here you're gonna have a hex rod that's gonna power the other column mechanically. It's not a 4-motor system. The motor's exposed. Guys, it's not exposed in the sense you're gonna touch it and it's gonna electrocute you. But, look at the fit and finish, and then, we're using 4 crossbars. They're using 2 crossbars. Now, in full transparency, guys, before I started this video, I took off the little rubber spacers. The reason why is this was a sample unit to us, and we took off the rubber spacers. Actually, they probably broke after we installed it the first time. Not that they're not supposed to. When you guys screw this in, usually they rip. Really, this just helps kill vibration. But what I wanted to show is, like, when we grab this, it just slides. When we grab this, yeah, does it slide a bit? But there's a lot of motion there. Now, when I first did that with the rubber spacer like made it difficult to move, so it made this play look a lot worse. And what I want to do is be transparent and not purposely do something to make ours look better. So I took the rubber spacers off. That gives it a little more sliding and shows the movement. But like, guys, like, this is $550. This is $785. 2 motors, 1 motor. What else are we talking about between them? Okay, let's talk about, B-Todd made a really good video and they tore down the control box. This is a 2-board system, basically a power board and then the control system board, where, ours is a 1-board system. B-Todd loves to always bring this up. Look at how nice this board is put together. There's not just a huge glob of glue or an insulator putty, basically, all over just to get things from moving around. Like, it is really nicely put together. And this is a 4-leg control box. So this is 600 watts where this is 300 watts. That is a big part of why ours is also going to lift more. They go out there and publish their static load. Static load is not lifting load, guys. This is a 540-pound static load. Ours is a 600-pound lifting load. And while you're most likely never going to put 600 pounds on your desk and need to lift that on a day-to-day basis, the fact that we have 4 motors that can consistently do that means that the longevity of our motors, when you only have 100 pounds on your desk, is going to last a lot longer, because each motor is basically doing a quarter of the work, where in this instance, that same 100 pounds, each motor is doing 50% of the work. So motor stress over its lifetime is going to be a lot less. The switch. Both of ours are programmable switches. They both have USBs. However, ours has integrated Bluetooth. So you are going to be able to download the app Guys, the app is nothing special. I'm not a big believer in adding apps because, like, if you really got to pull your phone out to move your desk, you're kind of getting distracted anyways. It's much easier just to hit a button. But that said, that is such a minuscule cost add-on for us to provide just to have that extra benefit, especially for those that like want to integrate it into their house stuff. I get that side of it. You know, a full-on plastic glide versus a plastic glide that's just got a metal cover. Like, these are all like penny options, not penny, let's say a quarter, 50 cents option, where we're just deciding to do the best options we can. And at the end of the day, if this is the price we need to sell it at, that's going to be the price we're going to sell it at. You know, this includes a capture plate, so you can screw this down anywhere you want, or when you're installing it, you can just slide it on that capture plate and you're good to go. Now, this is obviously unscrewed because I unscrewed it before the video, so you wouldn't have that issue happening. But ultimately, guys, you're getting, you know, twice as many crossbars. You're getting wedges that are going to help with front to back and, more importantly, side to side stability that y'all always like to bring up. You know, you're getting twice as many motors. You know, this weighs 45 pounds, just this side. This right here weighs 51 pounds, times that by 2. And then I guess you got to add in the channels between it. I mean, we're probably at about 15 pounds in metal more than they are. So it's not just a straight on apples to apples. They're both import models, but this is definitely designed to be a cheap option. Ours was designed to be the best option at the most affordable price. We did not cut any corners anywhere. So next video, guys, we are going to put them both together. We'll compare, you know, our setup with our rubber wood top and their setup with their rubber wood top, and we'll go from there. See you guys.